y'all, I just finished a workout and now it is time to eat. So today I am making 3 high protein breakfasts to make sure that I replenish my muscles and help rebuild muscle. I have a wedding in 7 months, I have a bachelorette party in 3 months, and I have a bunch of events in between. So I need a super healthy meal, and I'm gonna give you some inspiration of meals that maybe you haven't made yourself. So today we are making 3 high protein breakfasts that also have high fiber. 1, to help replenish your muscles. 2, to help rebuild your muscles. 3, bettering my digestion and helping build good gut bacteria. And 4, getting all those vitamins and minerals I need to start my day. So let's buckle up, build some muscle, but in a creative way. People, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I am stoked you're here. My name is Nicole. I'm a registered dietitian. I've been in the nutrition fitness world for well over 10 years, showing you that living healthy and eating a healthy lifestyle can actually be fun and easy, and you don't need to stress or go on a diet to reach your health goals. We are gonna do breakfast. I know a lot of people love intermittent fasting and not eating breakfast, but y'all, there are studies that show that skipping meals can actually lead to overeating later in the night. And also getting your digestion going with healthy, sustainable meals is gonna be better for you in the long run. And within these 3 meals, you can change the ingredients to fit your taste, which is what I love. They're also gonna have a lot of fiber in them because not enough people eat fiber, and fiber is so good for y'all. I know a lot of people are on a weight loss journey. Fiber helps keep you full for longer. Fiber also is gonna help reduce your blood pressure, help reduce your bad cholesterol, help with digestion, and help feed good gut bacteria, and so many other things. So we wanna make sure our meals have protein, have fiber in them. The first one we are gonna make is a muffin in a cup, and we're gonna make it within 5 minutes. So today's muffin is peaches and cream. You can use any kind of fruit. You can interchange some of these ingredients, and I'll tell you which ones they are as we make. But you really need the powerhouse ingredient, oatmeal. If you didn't know, oatmeal is full of this thing called beta glucan. It helps lower your blood sugar level. So when our body is digesting food, it can either digest carbs, fats, and or proteins. If our body is just digesting carbs, your blood sugar goes up. But if it has fiber, like the beta glucan in here, it makes it very difficult to digest in our stomach. So instead of the blood sugar going way up or having a little bit of a spike after a normal carbohydrate meal, adding the fiber will help stabilize your blood sugar so you don't get that spike. And that also helps with feeling full for a little bit longer because your body can't digest fiber. Pretty cool. Not in every recipe, but I like adding chia seeds. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds will have 2.5 grams of protein and 4 grams of fiber. Today I'm going to be using the Vital Proteins vanilla protein. I have this left over from when I tried a bunch of protein powders. Check that video out. I tell you what to look for when you're buying them, and I review a bunch of different powders that have whey protein in them. I am using the Vital Performance. 1, I do like the taste. I like the vitamins in here, but mainly whatever protein powder you are using, I highly, highly, highly recommend. Protein powders are third-party tested. If you can, it's a little bit more expensive, but the gold standard testing is NSF verified, and that's right here. This means 2 things. 1, they're checking to make sure what the nutrition facts label says is actually in here. Also just making sure it has no fillers or chemicals, ingredients that is not written on this bad boy. Because supplements are not regulated, people can write whatever they want on labels, really, and get away with it.
We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down, down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. It's like we're not going anywhere. Maybe it's because there's something in the air. And I don't even care, no, no. I don't even care anymore. It's like we're losing all track of time. I just get.
How freaking cute is that? And notice how this did not have any added sugar in it. So all the sugar that was actually in it is from the fruit, the banana, the peaches. So all of that is gonna have that healthy fiber that we love, vitamins, minerals. Wow, this is so stinking good. This whole thing has 32 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. I mean, that is unbelievable and so stinking tasty for a muffin. Yum, count me in. Recipe 2 is peanut butter jelly oatmeal that has 25 grams of protein, 14 grams of fiber, no protein powder. Some people don't like the taste of protein powders, or they can't afford a good quality protein powder, or sometimes protein powders can mess up or upset people's stomachs. So if you're one of those people, this recipe is going to be killer for you. First up, oats. We already know how beneficial oats can be. 1/2 cup. 2 tablespoons of PP2, which actually has 6 grams of protein and only 1 gram of fiber. But this is a great way to add extra protein without adding a protein powder. All this is dried up peanuts without the oil. PP2 is also gonna give me that super peanut buttery taste. Yes, I could use regular peanut butter, and I have that to top it with, but because peanut butter is so calorically dense because of all the good for you fats, adding 2 tablespoons of PP2 is gonna amp up my protein, amp up the peanut butter flavor, but we still need some healthy fats. We know that. And 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. I like super thick oatmeal. So I use water so that it mostly evaporates in the microwave, but if you want something creamy and maybe even a little tiny bit more protein, add regular cow's milk or soy milk if you want to be more plant-based, but 1 cup. My secret ingredient to make this creamy without milk, to make it more protein without protein powder, and to give it that airy texture is egg whites. Could you use a whole egg? Yes. If you want to use a whole egg, go for it. I just don't find it gives it that airy texture that I am looking for. Could you use egg white cartons? Yes. But I'm going to tell you right now, egg white carton people are probably not saving the yolks either. I like having whole eggs for basically everything else in my day. But for my oatmeal, I like using egg whites. So I'm using 2 egg whites, which they have around 3.5 grams of protein per egg white. That's 7 grams of protein. Don't hate it. The key to this oatmeal is you really have to whisk the oats and the eggs. You want to make sure you see none of the egg whites in this oatmeal, because then you just have like scrambled egg whites in your oats, and who wants that? Once your oats are super frothy, you can either put it in the microwave now or add your favorite fruits to it and then microwave it, which was what I'm gonna do. Because peanut butter jelly isn't peanut butter jelly without the jelly, and I am using 1 cup of frozen cherries. You can use fresh cherries, frozen cherries, whatever you have. You can also use raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, whatever your favorite jelly is to add to your peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Grab that fruit. I am also adding half of a banana because I also love a banana peanut butter sandwich. And 1 whole cup of fruit is gonna add more fiber. And we want fiber. Put this in the microwave for at least 2.5 minutes. More if you want it thicker, less if you don't, but make sure it's bubbly so that you know the eggs are cooked all the way through. Also notice, no added sugar, no sugar substitutes in this recipe. Could you add them? Of course, but my fruit is gonna make it sweet enough already, and I'm gonna top it with peanut butter that has a little bit of extra sweetness. Delightful. Once it's out of the microwave, top a little bit of peanut butter on, because who doesn't love a little melty peanut butter? Also, it's a peanut butter and jelly. You need that melty, creamy peanut butter. The organic creamy peanut butter from Costco. I've tried a lot of natural peanut butters and I hate them. 25 grams of protein, 14 grams of fiber. You are halfway through your fiber recommendations with this bowl of oatmeal. The combo of the protein and the fiber together is gonna make you feel so stinging full. Sometimes there's meals that like you're hungry within 2 hours. This one, you will not be hungry until lunch. It is so creamy and thick. I may add a little bit of honey because I want a little bit more sweetness, but these cherries are freaking killer. Cherries are a great source of antioxidants, which helps with any kind of inflammation in our bodies. I actually used to give tart cherry juice to my athletes to help reduce soreness. Those cherries. Our last recipe is called Kale Eggs, and we're gonna change 2 eggs that have 12 grams of protein into 2 eggs with 20 grams of protein. The first thing we need to do, put our pan onto the stove at like a medium heat so we can start cooking vegetables. I think I became obsessed with this meal like 2 years ago, but I have about a cup of kale, and you wanna make sure you slice and chop the kale very thin so that it's easier to cook on the stove. The thicker the kale, the longer it takes to cook, so teeny tiny. 2.5 cups of veggies. This has about like 3-4 grams of fiber. That is it. Not really any protein, but that's okay. Lots of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil on the pan. Make sure your pan isn't too hot. You don't want the olive oil to burn. I recommend cooking the kale with the tomatoes and onions because tomatoes are pretty darn watery, and it will help cook and steam the kale as it's on the stove. Also, you do want your pan to be pretty much filled with veggies. It's going to make it like the kale eggs that I know and love. If you don't like that much vegetables, don't add that much vegetables. Totally up to you. As our veggies cook, let's make our high protein egg mixture. Little show. To add about 8 grams of protein to these 2 eggs without adding another egg or egg yolk, because I know some people are kind of nervous about cholesterol, I'm adding a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is going to not only increase your protein in these eggs, but also increase the creaminess, gooiness of your scrambled eggs. In 1/4 cup, you have like 7.5, 8 grams of protein, only 2.5 grams of fat, which is 4% of your daily needs. Highly recommend adding cottage cheese. If you aren't egg yolk girly, totally okay. If you just want to use egg white, you totally can. Just use the same proportions of like maybe 3 to 4 egg whites so that you have a large enough volume of eggs. You know what I mean? All you're gonna do is put it on top of your vegetables. Just the eggs and veggies on its own, it's about 20 grams of protein and 4 grams of fiber. I'm adding a piece of whole wheat toast. One, I need some extra carbs if I wanna stay full for a little bit longer, and I wanna make sure my protein is used for muscle building and not for energy stores. So this bread is gonna help make sure I use the carbohydrates to replenish my glycogen stores and use the protein to rebuild my muscle, and the fiber we just need for the digestion and all those other good benefits we've talked about before. Let's grab our eggs. I will say the first time you make cottage eggs, they become a little runny and they take a little bit longer to cook. That is okay. Just a quick little heads up for you. I mean, this is absolutely insane. Cheersies. It kind of tastes like I'm eating cheesy grits. Wow. With collard greens. Not mad about it. Wow. All right, y'all, that is the video. Let me know your thoughts down below on these 3 high protein, high fiber meals. All of them have at least 20 grams of protein in them. And remember, you want to make sure your meals and snacks have 20 to 40 grams of protein if you're trying to build muscle. And make sure you have fiber if you want to live a long time, if you want a healthy digestive tract. If you haven't already, press like, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends and family, everybody that you might like. And let me know down below your favorite breakfast. Until next time, y'all, drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, and be kind to yourself and those around you. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.